So, welcome back to my channel. I am back today with a video on how to maintain color treated hair, or how I maintain my color treated hair. Of course, if you are not familiar with my channel, this is your first time watching, I am natural, as you can see. I've always dyed my hair even before I went natural, but I still dye my hair natural, and quite a few of you wanted to know how to maintain dyed natural hair. So I'm gonna give you a couple of tips that I live by, and yeah, so hopefully it's helpful for you. So we're just gonna go ahead and roll into the video. So first things first, I have dyed my hair 3 times since I've been natural. I've been natural for almost 2 years now. March 2018 will be the 2-year mark since I've been natural, completely natural. But last summer I dyed my hair light chocolate brown. February of this year I went to the purple black, and last month I went back to deep auburn red. So if you saw my other Afro Puffs tutorial, I showed you guys how my hair is looking now after a month of dyeing it, and I'm gonna show you again. I don't know if you can see, but this is my roots. So my roots they have grown in black, and then the rest of this is my hair dye, which is fading away a little bit. I do need to retouch it. But my hair does grow pretty fast now, so yeah. But enough about that. I just wanted to give you guys a quick little background about my hair. Okay. So now we're going to get into the steps. So step 1 in caring for color treated hair, you need to wash regularly. I've noticed since I've been natural and I dye my hair, I tend to wash my hair a little bit more when it's colored. I'm not too sure why exactly, but it's just something that I've noticed, and I can't put my finger on exactly what started that. But I wash regularly. I try to wash 1 to 2 times a week. It's usually once a week, and then I co-wash once a week. I deep condition my hair once a month at least. Today is December 19th, and I co-washed my hair only. So I co-washed my hair for this week, and it's Tuesday. So yeah, you just want to make sure that you wash regularly. You need to do that in general, but you need to establish a wash routine and try to stick with that routine every week, every month. And to add into that, my hair, I have low porosity hair. My hair does not like to hold any moisture, none of that stuff. So you need to make sure that you keep your hair moisturized. In general, whether it's color treated or not, you need to keep it moisturized, especially when it's color treated, because if you dye your hair frequently, I mean more than I do, the dye can dry your hair out. I don't bleach my hair. I went to my beautician last year and she bleached like the front part, but that was it. Other than that, I do not bleach my hair. I'm not a bleach type of person, so I can work with just straight up hair dye without the bleach. So you definitely have to make sure that your hair is always moisturized, because having it just dry, I go days sometimes when my hair is dry, and that causes breakage. So that's definitely something that you do not want to deal with. Of course, I just mentioned about deep conditioning. I do deep condition every month. I do it at least once a month. I don't want to over condition my hair. If that's something that you don't want to do, is to over condition your hair. I already co-wash, so I feel like 1 deep condition in the month, every month, is okay. I've already deep conditioned for the month of December, so I'm good right now. But I do advise you to deep condition monthly. There is some nutrients with deep conditioning that your hair may need, and if you don't deep condition, I don't know. My hair loves deep conditioning. I use 2 deep conditioners for sure. I switch. I use the Shea Moisture, the Black Castor, Jamaican Oil, mask, and I use the hair mayonnaise from back in the day, which you guys saw that video. If you haven't, I'll link it down below. So I use those two conditioners, you know, back and forth. And then sometimes I use the My Hair Solutions Deep Conditioning, which I will link that video down below as well. Sometimes I use that, but the main two deep conditioners that I use is the Shea Moisture one and the hair mayonnaise. Okay, so the third thing that you should do, especially if you are natural in general, this is like aside from just color treated hair, but you should protect your hair at night. These are the things that I usually use when I protect my hair. These little head wraps I put around my edges to lay my edges down and keep those protected, and then a silk scarf. You need to make sure that you have a silk scarf. Anything that you put on your head needs to be silk, because cotton will pull your hair out, as well as your pillowcase. Make sure it's silk, because cotton, like I said, will pull your hair out. So a silk scarf, silk head wraps. I have a bonnet, but I can't stand bonnets. Those things are ugly. I know y'all see me wear them in my video, but no. So anything silky that you can wrap your hair up with, I highly suggest that you do. Start wrapping up your hair if you don't, and make sure that the things that you are wrapping your hair with is silk. So sometimes I prepare my hair at night for the next morning for a co-wash and all that stuff. So you do, especially with that, you do want to make sure that you do wrap up your hair. Another thing that you do want to make sure to do is minimize tension styles. This right here, I don't do this a whole lot. If you see me majority of the time, my hair is out. I might do the side part and that's it. I've been doing this recently. I love these. But to pull your hair up can also cause damage if you do it frequently. So I highly suggest that you minimize tension styles. I know we all love the bun, the afro puffs, all that stuff. But kind of give yourself a break in between those styles to have your hair breathe, have it down. Because, you know, just pulling it up can cause damage. So that's something that you guys do not want to do. So definitely try to minimize these kind of cute styles. Believe me, I know they are cute, but to do them quite a lot is very time consuming, and you just don't want to mess up your hair. You don't want to damage your hair if your hair is already damaged. Just try to minimize those. Another thing that you want to do is make sure you have a hair routine. You need to make sure that you have a routine when applying products to your hair. A couple videos that I have on my channel now that requires me messing with my natural hair, you guys kind of seen a routine. If you saw the other afro puffs tutorial, because I have two. I don't know if you're gonna see this video first or the other one, but with my afro puffs tutorial, you guys saw that I had a routine with applying the products on my hair. And as far as other videos, you can see basically what products I put on my hair first, second, third, yada yada yada. So you do want to make sure that you develop a hair routine when applying products. Also with products, you want to make sure that you find products that work. I am still in that stage of finding out what products work for me and what products don't. For example, when I first went natural and cut my hair, I started using the Cantu for natural hair products, which I did a review on, and I will link that video down below in the description box. But my hair no longer likes Cantu products except for their shampoo and conditioner. As far as everything else that I had reviewed, my hair, the more that it grew out, the less that product would take on my hair. It just would not work anymore. So you do want to make sure that you find products that work for you, work best for you, work for your hair, especially if you're high porosity, low porosity, or normal medium porosity hair. You definitely need to find out what works for your hair. You don't want to use the wrong things. So that's just something that you have to continuously work with. I had mentioned in another video that us being natural, finding out what products work for you never really stop. It continues and continues and continues. We do find products that will work, and we know that it will work, but we also have products that's kind of iffy, and we just want to make sure the more our hair grows out, you know, it could possibly change. I have about 3 to 4 different curl types in my hair. So I basically have to find products that work for every curl type. So it's just the things that you gotta do to be natural. Next thing you want to make sure you do is trim your ends. You need to make sure you trim your ends. I will admit that I did neglect my ends a few months ago. I really did. After I took out my goddess locks, I did a nice trim of my ends because I wasn't able to get to my beautician, so I went ahead and did it myself. But you want to make sure that you keep your ends trim, because not keeping your ends trim, you will not see the growth in your hair. It will be slow process and all that stuff, and you just want to make sure you cut off those dead ends, because what, you know, hanging on to the dead ends is not going to do anything for your hair but cause damage to your hair. So definitely make sure you clip those ends. And last but not least, of course, when you are dyeing your hair, you don't want to dye it a whole lot. This is a 1 month out of dyeing. Now, I think I had stated that I need to touch up my hair color. And the reason why I'm touching up my hair color, more so for this reason, is because I'm getting my hair done. I'm getting it sew in soon, and I have to dye those bundles. And the bundles are not going to be exactly the same color as my hair. I just, you know, you can still see the deep auburn red in my hair, but I just want to make sure that it blends in with the bundles. So when it comes to dyeing your hair, you do want to touch up your hair maybe a month or 2 after. That's what I do personally, or as long as you can, if you decide to. Some people just let their, you know, the dye grow out. Like I said, I showed you guys my roots. I'm not letting this dye grow out. This is going to be my hair color for a while. I know I said that before in another video color, but no, for real. Unless you plan out to grow out the dye and then cut off the rest of the dye ends, you need to make sure that you keep your hair color fresh. Unless you like it like kind of faded, depending on the color, it will look nice faded. But me personally, when it comes to certain things, I do like to retouch up my hair color. So that is another thing that you could do. Just make sure that you're using the proper dye. I do not use box dye. I use cream dye. So make sure you're using the proper dye. Make sure you are following the proper steps in coloring your hair. That includes the developer, all of that stuff. Make sure your hair is prepared well enough before dyeing it, all that stuff. If you don't want to dye your hair at home, please go to a professional. I can dye my hair at home. I do not have to go to my beautician or anyone else. I pretty much take care of my hair. My hair, actually, this is probably the healthiest that I've seen my hair in a while. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully I did not leave out any tips, but if I did, I will put them in the description box or leave a comment down below. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys. If it was all over the place, I do apologize. Y'all know how I am, but that's pretty much what I do to my hair, especially it being color treated hair. So if you want to follow these tips, feel free to. I do not mind. If it works for you, then let me know. Once again, let me know down below any other hair related videos that you guys want to see, Any suggestions, I'm all up for it, and I can get these videos out for you guys. But in the meantime, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next one.